Welcome to topic 8 of the unit Fundamentals of Information Technology. And for this week, we're going to discuss data communications and computer networks, chapter 17 of the book Computer Fundamentals by Pradeep Sinha and Kriti Sinha. And for this topic, you will learn about the basic elements of a communication system, techniques, channels, and devices used to transmit data between distant locations, types of computer networks, communication protocols and their use in computer networks, internetworking tools and their use in building large computer networks, wireless communications technologies and wireless networks, and lastly, characteristics and advantages of distributed computing system. Let's proceed to the basic concepts and terminologies. You will learn a lot here. First one is all about a computer network. It defines as it connects multiple computers in a manner to enable meaningful transmission and exchange of data among them. So there will be a data that will be sent from a sender going to the receiver, and it will pass through what we call transmission medium. So that is what we call a computer network. So we have here the basic elements of a communication system. Refer to the diagram. First, we have the sender, who will be the source of the data. So the sender will be the one to create and send the message, and somebody will receive the message, and it will be displayed in a sink. So the data that will be created by the sender, it will pass through the medium, and this medium will carry the message going to the receiver. So communication is the process of transferring a message from one point to another. And since we are talking about digital communication or electronic systems that transfer data from one point to another, this is what we call data communication systems. There are different modes of data transmission, but we're going to discuss what are the basic. So the first one is simplex. Look at this diagram. There's a sender, and the direction of the medium will be one way going to the receiver. It means that the receiver could not reply to the sender. And there is what we call half duplex transmission mode, wherein the sender could be a receiver and the receiver could be a sender, but the message will be one at a time. Take note of that. And we have here full duplex. So we have both ends could be a sender and receiver, but the difference is that both of them can send a message anytime. So the message will be transmitted both ways, parallel. So we have a term bandwidth in data transmission. It defines the range of frequencies available for data transmission. It refers to data transmission rates. The higher the bandwidth, the more data it can transmit. Baud, it defines as a unit of measurement of data transfer rate. So it is measured in bits per second or BPS. Let's proceed. We have narrowband. Narrowband is defined as sub-voice grade channels in range from 45 to 300 baud, mainly used for telegraph lines and low-speed terminals. And we have another term here, voice band. Voice grade channels with speed up to 9,600 baud, mainly used for ordinary telephone voice communication and slow inputs or output devices. And we have here broadband. It refers to high-speed channels with speed up to 1 million baud or more, mainly used for high-speed computer-to-computer communication or for simultaneous transmission of data. So kindly take note of this speed category in data transmission. Let's proceed. What are the data transmission media? We have first twisted pair wire or the unshielded twisted pair cable, and we have coaxial cable, we have microwave system, we have communication satellite and optical fibers. Take note, we have two types of transmission media. We have wired and we have wireless. So there are three wired transmission media. The three are twisted pair, coaxial, and optical. In the wireless, we have microwave system and communication satellite. Kindly search in the internet about the image of this unshielded twisted pair, but at this moment I could give you the animated image of the cabling of this type of medium. So this is also an animated one about coaxial cable. Just to mention what are the parts of coaxial cable. We have here the central copper wire, we have PVC insulation, we have here the copper mesh, and we have the outer PVC shield. This is the diagram how microwave communication system works. So it will have a transmitting antennas and we have receiving antennas that will be transmitted from that point to point. This is what we call point to point, one point to the other point. And this is also a satellite communication system. So in the Earth, we have a transmitting station on Earth, and there will be also a receiving station on Earth, the other side. But the data that will be sending to the satellite in space, going up, that is what we call uplink, and from satellite to the receiving station, the data that will be transmitted will be known as downlink. The next diagram will show you how optical fiber communication system works. So you have terms here, electrical signal. So it will be converted into electrical to light wave. Then it will pass through the optical fiber and the data will be transmitted with the power of light, the speed of light. Then there will be a light to electrical converter again, and the data will be amplified going to the receiver. Next video, I'm going to discuss about digital and analog data transmission.